Welcome to the Candid Convo. On this special day, we want to look at the hashtag judicial independence. And there's no better day to look at, to discuss such a thing than today. To do that, let's start by celebrating the 5 men and women who decided to stand up against executive manipulation, executive arrogance, and executive delinquency. For the 5 men and women to be able to stand up, considering the executive that we have today, an executive that has been able to muzzle power from parliament, from the legislature, and has done all within its power and beyond to muzzle power out of the judiciary. So for 5 men and women to step up and be able to stand and pronounce a judgment that is in line with what all of us sane Kenyans have been saying is something that is commendable, and it's something that as Kenyans we should be proud of. And it's a good moment to be alive. Because at the end of the day, look at the way that you don't just look at the judgment itself, you look at the way it was rendered. We are in a situation where these men and women were able to separate the issues, because at the end of the day we've been talking about being issue-based. So we have men and women who got so deep into the content to a level where they were able to separate and tell Kenyans, we are not just giving a Willy Mutunga type of judgment where we are saying the ayes have it and the nays don't. We are having a situation where these men and women sat down and broke down the issues. We are talking of the president who we are being made to be told that he's also a citizen. Someone asks, when he was meeting people at Sagana and then giving orders, was he doing that as a normal citizen? Wasn't he doing that as a president? When orders were being given to the control of budget, when orders were being given to county governments to give the 2 million car grant to MCS, was that order being given by a citizen? We live in a situation where public officers want to vacate from themselves. You can't take leave from yourself. They want to take leave from themselves when it suits them. And they want to wear the public officer cap when it suits them. So we have a situation where sane men and women sat down and decided, BBI is a fraud. That's what all of us have been talking about. That's what most of us have been talking about. This is something that is being imposed on Kenyans. And someone now comes up and purports to, it's an executive decision being masqueraded and sold as a popular initiative. That's not how it's supposed to happen. And at this moment, it's good to applaud the judges. We know there's still a process. As per our constitution, there's a right to appeal, and an appeal will be launched. You know, it's obviously that way. But at the end of the day, it's good to appreciate that in this dispensation of blackmail, of deliberate blackmail, where blackmail is legal nowadays. Because if the government is practicing it, then it's more like it's legal. So in this era of blackmail, where people are threatened with cases and all sorts of things, to have men and women who can still stand up and tell the president, no, that's not how it's done. That's not how it should be done. So it's something to really applaud. And at the end of the day, it does not matter the result at the Court of Appeal or at the Supreme Court. What matters is that all Kenyans now have faith in the system. Kenyans believe that when you go to the court of law, you'll get justice, regardless of whom you are standing against. And it should be a wake-up call, and that's why we will advise the government. BBI died at the point of inception. We wanted peace, we got it. We didn't need a constitutional amendment for us to get peace. There was a handshake, people came together. All we needed was to sort out the AIDS issues that did not require referendum, sort out the youth empowerment issue that does not require referendum, sort out the gender issue that is already provided in the constitution, and all of these things will have economic prosperity for all Kenyans that will be able to secure the future of all Kenyans and end issues like ethnic antagonization.